I have just one important question for you, Mr. Trump, if you do not mind me asking at this moment. Why are we all meeting with Zelensky? You have a question.
For Trump?
Yes. Here you go. Can you look into this camera?
He's looking into this camera.
I have only one question. He keeps meeting with Zelensky. Well, it's absolutely obvious that he's not an independent figure. Last week there were relevant statements from the FSB director where he very clearly laid out who is behind all the events surrounding Ukraine. Zelensky, they lured him into the swamp even before the start of the special military operation. What's the essence of this swamp? Promises. How do these promises work? They promise citizenship, opening bank accounts, money. In other words, they promise what is usually given to defectors. They hide them on their territory, provide them with a more or less tolerable life. As for Zelensky, apparently, life promises to be not so tolerable for him, but he has nowhere else to go. Well, Trump met with Zelensky. He said, well, after that, Zelensky came out and declared, we are not going anywhere. What's the point of these meetings? I hope, of course, that time will tell. Right now, it's hard to say how sincere Trump really is about wanting peace or not. But in any case, he has nothing to lose. But I think he should have sat down and talked with the British a long time ago. Trump went and had a talk. I don't mean with Starmer right now. With whom? No, with no one. I'm speaking figuratively. I understand that there are no real leaders left there. But unlike in America, by the way, where we always say the deep state is very strong there, the deep state in England has been built over centuries, and they've long since set their own course. But for Trump, they're enemies.
I am just about to get to that point now. That's exactly what I'm saying. He went there, he did. He was allowed to meet the king. By the way, what actually happened over a long period of time is completely unknown. I completely agree. And so here's the question. And he came back.
For the first time.
Yes, it was his second visit.
And he came back.
With a whole Panama hat full of pies.
From there?
Not necessarily.
Or maybe he was sending a whole Panama hat full of pies there. What I'm talking
About. It's all
uncertain, all just speculation.
If we understand perfectly well that Zelensky is not independent, then it's clear that Trump is apparently pursuing a different goal, because for him, all of Europe is the enemy. What are the British doing? In their usual manner, with their political diplomacy, how is their foreign policy set up? They balance, form alliances, side with some against others. That's a good story. They're weakening Europe, the British, by pitting them against each other and dragging Europe further into these situations. But by doing so, the British, the deep state, are essentially striking at Trump.